Big news coming out of the Toronto Maple Leafs camp as we face yet another blow to our defensive lineup. A key player is sidelined due to a lower body injury, and the team has yet to reveal the full extent of the issue. This is a tough pill to swallow, especially with the upcoming matchups against some fierce competition. How will the Leafs adapt without this crucial piece in the puzzle? Stay tuned, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to keep up with all the latest Leafs news. Tanev has been ruled out for the Toronto Maple Leafs due to a lower body injury, and honestly, it feels like déjà vu for us fans. As we gear up to face the Winnipeg Jets this Monday afternoon, the absence of another key player is just piling on to what seems like a never-ending list of injury woes for our beloved franchise. The injury, described simply as a lower body issue, has left us in the dark about its severity. With no timeline provided for his return, the Leafs' PR department has been tight-lipped, leaving us to speculate whether this was a specific incident or just bad luck. What really stings is that we're already missing Auston Matthews, which puts us in a tough spot. 2 pivotal players sidelined? That's a serious setback for our playoff aspirations. Tanev's departure leaves a significant void in our defensive core as we prepare for upcoming battles against teams like Washington, Detroit, and the Islanders, who, let's face it, handed us a tough loss last time. We have a few days off now, but with a packed schedule ahead, we can only hope Tanev's injury is minor and doesn't linger into the break. Tanev has been a stalwart on our blue line this season, known for his shot-blocking ability and relentless defensive play. Losing him is going to impact our overall game plan, especially against teams that can exploit defensive lapses. His presence helps stabilize our defense, and without him, we could be looking at a challenging few games. You know how it is in the NHL. Every point counts, especially as we inch closer to the playoffs. Now let's talk strategy. The coaching staff will need to step up and adjust the lineup accordingly. Who will fill that void? Are we looking at a call-up from the Marlies, or will someone already in the lineup need to step up their game? I'm sure the coaching team is already brainstorming, but this is where we need to see some creativity. We need players to rise to the occasion. As fans, it's natural to feel a mix of frustration and hope. This season has already thrown us some curveballs, and now we're left wondering if we have what it takes to navigate through this rough patch. You believe this is the right path forward? Personally, I'm torn. The depth of our roster is being tested, and while it's a chance for others to shine, we can't ignore the experience and skill that Tanev brings to the table. What's going to happen as we move forward? Can we maintain our competitive edge without 2 of our top players? It's a lot to think about, and I want to hear from you, the fans. What are your thoughts on the current situation? Do you feel confident in the team's ability to adapt? Or are you worried that we might slip further down the standings without Tanev and Matthews? I want to hear your opinions here in the comments. Let's get a conversation going. How do you think the Leafs should tackle their upcoming opponents with this latest setback? Your expectations and frustrations are all welcome. It's a tough time, but we're in this together as fans. Auston Matthews will miss yet another game for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and as a passionate fan, I can't help but feel a mix of emotions about this situation. It's tough to see our captain sidelined for the 2nd consecutive game against the Winnipeg Jets due to that nagging upper body injury. We all remember the last game, where the Leafs suffered a disappointing 6-3 defeat against the New York Islanders. It was especially painful since this was Matthews' first game out since a 9-game absence earlier this season for the same injury. Matthews sought treatment from a German doctor during his recovery, which shows how serious this injury is. Since returning, he has been productive with 6 goals and 6 assists in just 11 games, but it's evident that the Leafs need him back as they look to reclaim their rhythm. This season, Matthews has played 24 games, tallying 23 points, 11 goals and 12 assists. For a player of his caliber, those numbers are respectable, but not reflective of what we expect from him. Despite his time away from the ice, he still ranks 4th in points on the team, just behind Mitch Marner, William Nylander and John Tavares. As we gear up for the game against the Jets, I have to wonder, how will this absence impact the team's performance? The Leafs currently sit in 2nd place in the Atlantic Division, with a record of 21-11-2. They're fighting to maintain that position, especially with the Jets leading the NHL with a record of 24-10-1. The Jets are riding high after securing a convincing 5-0 win over the Minnesota Wild. It's a daunting challenge for the Leafs, and you have to think that having Matthews on the ice could make a significant difference in a game like this. Now, let's talk about what this means for the future of the team. With Matthews being a 3-time winner of the Morris Rocket Richard Trophy, his presence is crucial not just for scoring, but for leadership on the ice. He was named the 26th captain in franchise history, succeeding Tavares, and it's clear that the team looks to him for guidance. His absence raises questions about the depth of our squad and whether other players can rise to the occasion when the pressure mounts. I'm genuinely torn on whether this strategy of resting Matthews is the right move. On one hand, you want to ensure he's fully healed to avoid any lingering issues throughout the season. On the other hand, every game counts, especially against a top team like the Jets. So, what do you think? Do you believe this was the best decision for the Leafs? I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. Fans are feeling the weight of this decision, and it's understandable. We want to see our best players shine, especially in critical matchups. I want to hear your expectations and frustrations about Matthews' injury and how you think it will impact the team's chances going forward. Let's get a conversation going in the comments. The Leafs have a strong roster, and I have faith that they can pull together to face the Jets, even without Matthews. But let's be honest. Every time he's off the ice, we feel it. He's a game changer, and his absence isn't just felt in the scoreline, it's felt in the locker room and on the ice. So, as we look ahead to Monday's matchup, let's rally behind our team and support our players. I'll be rooting for them to rise to the occasion, and hopefully, we'll see Matthews back in the lineup soon. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates on the Maple Leafs. And remember to activate that notification bell to stay in the loop. I appreciate your support, and I can't wait to engage with you all in the comments. What do you think? Let's hear it.